Hello everyone, this is the 8th lecture of Molecular Basics of Inheritance. In this lecture, we have to study protein synthesis. We all of you know that protein synthesis is a biological process which generally occurring inside the cells, and that synthesized protein perform variety of functions inside the cell. So let's see how the protein synthesis takes place inside the cell. So here we have to see that RNA is synthesized from DNA and protein is synthesized from RNA. Means what? The information flow from DNA to RNA and RNA to protein. This is called as the central dogma of protein synthesis, which involves two steps. First is the transcription and second is the translation. The process of transcription generally takes place inside the nucleus, while the process of translation takes place inside the cytoplasm. So let's see the first step of protein synthesis, which is the transcription. Now the question is, what is transcription? Transcription is the process of formation of mRNA from DNA by using the enzyme RNA polymerase. This process is called as transcription. म्हणजेच ज्या प्रोसेसमध्ये DNA पासून mRNA तयार होईल त्या प्रोसेसला आपण काय म्हणणार आहे? ट्रान्सक्रिप्शन. And this process of transcription takes place inside the nucleus. Then we have to see the basic requirement for the transcription. The process of transcription generally requires DNA sequence. DNA sequence means order of nucleotide in DNA. Then it also requires promoter. What is promoter? Here promoter means small sequence of DNA which provide proper binding site for enzyme RNA polymerase. म्हणजेच RNA polymerase एन्झाईमला बाइंड करण्यासाठीची जी साइट आहे त्या साइटला आपण काय म्हणणार आहे? प्रोमोटर. देन नेक्स्ट रिक्वायरमेंट इज स्ट्रक्चरल जीन. Structural gene means gene to be transcribed. Then next requirement is terminator. What is terminator? Terminator means small sequence of DNA which provide proper binding site for the termination factor. Termination factor can terminate the process of transcription. Then next requirement is RNA polymerase enzyme. This RNA polymerase enzyme is of three types. Which are these three types? First is the RNA polymerase first, second is the RNA polymerase second, and third type is RNA polymerase third. So out of these three types, RNA polymerase second enzyme is only used for process of transcription. म्हणजेच ट्रान्सक्रिप्शनची जी प्रोसेस आहे ह्या प्रोसेसमध्ये RNA polymerase second enzymeचा यूज केला जाईल. Then next requirement is initiation factor. Initiation means start. So the process of transcription generally start with the help of that initiation factor, and the initiation factor is sigma. And the last requirement is termination factor. Termination factor can terminate the process of transcription. Terminate means end, and the termination factor which is used at the time of transcription is nothing but the rho. Means sigma can start the process of transcription and rho factor can terminate or end the process of transcription. Okay, then next point we have to see, which is the stages of transcription. Generally the process of transcription can be completed into three stages. Which are these three stages? First is the initiation, second is the elongation, and third stage is the termination. So let's see one by one. The first stage of transcription, which is the initiation. For the process of initiation, generally requires DNA sequence, which acts as a template and run from 5' end to 3' end. So here this is the DNA sequence which acts as a template and run from 5' end to 3' end. On that DNA sequence, here we have to see that promoter is present, which is at 5' end, and that promoter is denoted by capital P. Then on that DNA sequence, here terminator is also present, which is denoted by T, and terminator is always present at the 3' end. In between the promoter and terminator, structural genes are present. Structural gene means gene to be transcribed, which is always present in between the promoter and terminator region. Then in the second stage of initiation, what happens? The enzyme RNA polymerase II binds to the promoter region, which is present at 5' end. Then due to binding of that RNA polymerase II enzyme, what happens? The two strands of DNA get free from each other but not separated. As a result, what happens? Here, this is the RNA polymerase II enzyme, and this RNA polymerase II enzyme binds to the promoter region. So, due to binding of that RNA polymerase II enzyme, the two strands of DNA get free but not separate. And as a result, here transcriptional bubble is formed. Here this is the transcriptional bubble, which is denoted by capital T and B. So due to formation of that transcriptional bubble, the two strands are separated. So out of these two strands, only one strand is used for process of transcription, and the strand which is used for process of transcription is called as template strand. It is also called as non-coding strand, as well as it is also called as the antisense strand. While the another strand which is not used for process of transcription is called as non-template strand, coding strand, as well as sense strand. Then in the next step of initiation, the sigma factor. Sigma means sigma is the initiation factor which start the process of transcription. So in the next stage of initiation, what happens? The sigma factor binds to the enzyme RNA polymerase II. So once the sigma factor binds to the RNA polymerase II enzyme, immediately the process of transcription gets started. Means what? Without sigma factor, the process of transcription never start or cannot be started. Once the process of transcription start, here sigma factor leaves, and this whole process is called as the initiation. Are you understand? Then we have to see the second stage of transcription, which is the elongation. So what happens at the time of elongation? Here, once the sigma factor leaves, the enzyme RNA polymerase II run or pass from 5' end to 3' end. म्हणजेच इनिशिएशनच्या वेळी जेव्हा सिग्मा फॅक्टर लिव्ह होईल, सोडून जाईल, त्याच वेळी काय होणार आहे? 5' एंड कडून 3' एंड कडे एन्झाइम आरएनए पॉलिमरेज सेकंड हे रन होईल, आणि त्याच प्रोसेसला आपण काय म्हणतोय? इलॉंगेशन. Also, at the time of elongation, this transcriptional bubble also run from 5' end to 3' end. As a result, what happen? Here, formation of mRNA strand takes place, and this whole process is called as the elongation. Means, at the time of elongation, enzyme RNA polymerase II and transcriptional bubble run from 5' end to 3' end, and finally the formation of mRNA strand takes place. Then next stage of transcription is termination. So what happens at the time of termination? Here we have to see that this enzyme RNA polymerase II and transcriptional bubble towards the terminator region. Terminator region is always present at 3' end. So here we have to see that this is the RNA polymerase second enzyme and this is the transcriptional bubble. They are reached towards the 3' end. Once they reach towards the 3' end, what happens? The termination factor rho, which is bind towards that region. And once the termination factor rho binds to the terminator region, immediately the process of termination gets stopped or end. So this whole process is called as the termination. Finally, what happens? Here, the strand of DNA, newly formed mRNA gets separated from each other. But this newly formed mRNA strand is non-functional. Means what? At the time of transcription, synthesis of mRNA takes place from DNA by using the enzyme. Which is that enzyme? RNA polymerase second. So this whole process is known as the transcription. Are you understand? Okay, thank you.